Word at the Bar. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Kristy, and welcome. Well, here we are.
Yeah,
we're
back. Round 3. Let's go.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about book club.
We're going to talk about book club.
So we used to, a lot in class, books would come up.
Yes. And
we would talk about it. And not necessarily even just book clubs. It would be like series and
what are you watching? And, yeah, everything from like Netflix.
Yeah.
What are you watching? What are you reading?
Right.
Mostly in the winter though. It usually starts in the winter, so this is like the right time of year.
The cozy time of year to talk about what we're watching and what we're reading.
Yeah.
And then we said, oh, we should have a book club. And how long did, like, I feel like it was years. Of we should have a book club. We should have a book club.
Yeah, it's definitely years. And then we were talking about it. I think we might have started it more than once though, but we never actually picked a book until. You picked the one.
Yeah, right. So then I'm like, okay, this is doing it. We're going to have the book club. You guys have been talking about book club. Okay, so we picked Evelyn Hugo. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
And like, how prepared am I right now? What's the author's name?
I also did not look that up.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I looked up my recommendation.
Google it while I talk. Google on your thing.
My phone is videoing.
But can't you Google on your thing? On your computer? Okay, we're going to
edit down my notes. I'm going to
edit this. Okay, you're looking it up. Okay. You don't have 27 tabs open? You can just open one of your tabs?
Husbands. By Taylor Jenkins Reid.
How did I not remember that? Okay, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Okay. Yeah. So this was the plan. And everybody was excited about it.
Oh my gosh, everybody was getting it, taking it out of the library. Somebody even bought it and then left it here for someone else to read.
Right. So
I got the audiobook because I'm a little bit behind. I was behind on the reading, so then I got the audiobook so I could listen to it on my walks.
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking about it with more than enough time to plan it.
Yes.
I think we even had book 2 was planned because I had read.
Yes, because you had read something else.
Right.
Yes.
And then the day comes.
It was the Wednesday. I couldn't come because I had something. I don't remember what. I think
you and everybody else.
And then suddenly people dropped off.
Yeah. There was only 2 people.
Yeah.
What kind of a club is 2 people talking about a book? So, book club didn't happen. But you know what's kind of funny? Is that up until recently, I only read when I was on vacation.
That's right, you did say that.
Okay, so and that's kind of, I think, where the talking about books kind of happened, because every time not that I went on vacation a lot. This is sounding like I vacationed a lot.
No. This year is like an anomaly that you went on vacation.
But we'd go to a cottage or have the long weekend off or whatever. And so I'd inevitably ask, what is everybody reading? What should I read? And that's how I'd get my book for whenever I was taking time off. But up until that time, like it was just when I was on vacation, just when I was away, that I would read. I would not read before bed. I would not read during the weekend.
Unlike me, who I'm an avid reader, and at work we had like a mini book club. So 2 of my coworkers and I would get a book out of the library. Yeah. Because I actually until March didn't have my own library card, so they would get the books out of the library, read it, give it to me. I would read it and drop it back off.
Oh, really?
That's how we did it because I did not have my own library card.
And is there something legal going on? The reason why you couldn't get a library card?
No, I was lazy.
Was there
I was lazy. It was just laziness.
Warrant out for your arrest or something?
No, just laziness because they expired. So I would so when the kids were little, we would have cards all the time, and I would take them up to get books out, and they could get like 3-4 books kind of thing. When I was a kid, I used to take them out all the time, but they expire.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
It expired on your birthday every year.
Oh,
I just never. So it just got to be that I never went, and then the only time I had it open to go, they were closed. So it was just a vicious, oh, well, I'll take it out. You get it for me and extend it, and I'll just read it. Yeah. So we started this series years ago. I read it. And then I can't even remember why I brought it up in class. I asked you if you had read it or not.
I think...
Was it over that? Because it was after
No, I don't think you were asking me. I think it came up in class, and I think it was as it happens with this series, where someone's talking about it, and someone else is like, oh!
Yes. I think the new book came out.
That just made my throat go really dry.
I think the new book came out in I don't remember if it was the spin-off series.
Right.
It might have been the spin-off series that the new book came out, and I think somebody said something in class, and I said,
yeah.
Have you read ACOTAR?
Yeah.
And they were like, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then you were like, what is
this? Tell me about it.
Tell me about this.
And quite honestly, I don't think you explained it completely even then.
I did not.
The level of spice.
No,
but
it's
maybe
a
it hadn't
book.
gotten to that spice. I don't know.
No, it was spice.
But then the funny thing is that, okay, so you talked about it.
Yeah.
And then I was going to a cottage one summer, and one of my private clients, I said, oh, what are you reading right now? Like, I'm trying to find a book to read. And she says, well, I don't know if you'd like what I read, because I like these books, and they're kind of like fantasy, and they're kind of romance, and they're a little bit, she didn't say spicy, she's like, they're a little bit, like there's some like sex, and you know, and she was like humming, I'm like, get it, come on girl, like we got like a relationship, you can talk about it. And so she's like, yeah, so she had talked about it, and at the time I didn't realize, and I think it was later on that it came up again in class, and I'm like, wait a second, is this the book that you're talking about? Is ACOTAR? Yeah. And she's like, oh my God, yes. Okay, so now I've got Courtney who said it, I've got Maddie who said it. Okay, maybe I gotta check out these books.
And you don't regret it, right?
Like, so, and that was, it was, you know what it makes me think of? It's like the Harry Potter
series.
Our kids' generation, right?
Yeah.
That it started Kayla reading on a regular basis.
Yeah.
ACOTAR started me reading, not only before bed every night.
I remember.
But all day Saturday, all day Sunday. I was just like, I gotta just this chapter, and then you get to the end of the chapter, like, well, I mean, one more chapter. But the worst was after book one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, because book
one is tame.
And we're not, like, this is not, spoiler alert.
No,
everybody, like, if you haven't read ACOTAR yet, then there's something wrong with you.
You need to read it.
You need to read it.
And basically, ACOTAR stands for A Court of Thorn and Roses, and it's Sarah J. Maas.
Right.
So it's a series. And actually, ACOTAR is the second. It's her second series. So the first one was A Throne of Glass.
Which
so she had that series
through
first.
That series, and I'm struggling because
it's different. It is more fantasy.
It's a tease. Every time you think, oh my God, here we go, we're gonna have a sex scene. It doesn't happen, and then you're left frustrated.
Yes. So it has a little bit of spice, depending. Like the first book.
Yeah.
It does. Ish. The romance is there.
Yes.
The idea. But it's not as spicy as.
But it also doesn't. The romance doesn't even go to the level, because like, when it's starting to build up in crescendo, it falls apart.
Yes, it does, and without giving anything away. Yes, it does.
So then you get into the next book, and you're like, where did he go?
Where did he go?
Like, it's not even him anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, that was frustrating. For
me.
It left me wanting more, and
I didn't like it. Was the wrong guy in that series. I was not. Okay. I didn't like the first book.
So then. By book 2, when it starts to get a little bit spicier.
Yes.
ACOTAR. Okay.
When Rhysand comes in.
When Rhysand comes in. Oh,
yes.
Rhysand.
Feyre.
And I'd be reading on the couch, because book 1 was okay to read on the couch.
You can't read book
2. I'm like,
well, you could if you're alone and there's no one else there.
Right. So somebody walk in the room, like, what do you want? What are you doing? What do you need? There's nothing in here. Go away.
It's like what was it? Years ago, 50 Shades. It was like the 50 Shades.
I never read 50 Shades.
So 50 Shades, I remember reading 50 Shades, and I remember it was the first book I read on my Kobo, I think. So before my Kindle, my Kobo.
Okay.
And it was the first book I read, and it was literally like, oh my God, does anyone see that I'm reading this book? Like, this is a dirty book. Yeah. And I was younger, and I remember hearing that my best friend's stepmom was reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, she's reading this? Yeah. And I remember seeing something that said that people would actually take the covers off the book.
Right.
So that people couldn't tell that they were reading that book, because it was this is way more scandalous than 50 Shades.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's not as negative.
Right.
It's very female prototype. Like, it's very female oriented.
Yes.
It doesn't, there's no abuse or anything like that. It's what you would want.
Right.
Right? Like, these men bend over backwards for their women. Like, they will do pretty much anything.
Yeah, and the way that I've
treat them well.
Right. There's like a level of,
except for Tamlin.
Yeah. there's a level of chivalry,
yes.
and I want to care for you, I want to nurture
yes.
you, I want to take care of you.
Yes.
But then also, I am so impressed with how strong you are, and I want to be...
Yes, I want to support
you to
yeah.
be that strong and to be who you are. Like, it's this little lovely balance of, I
yes.
want you, but
yes.
I also am going to support you to be who you're going to be.
Yeah, you be who you want to be. And it's both. Like, there's same-sex genders. There's like, crossovers. Like, it's everything. It's all-encompassing.
Yeah.
And it does it in such a great light.
Right.
I think she's done a really good job.
Well, and I think also what it has done, because we talk about it, because then I became obsessed with what I coined it as fairy porn.
Yeah, fairy porn.
Fairy porn.
I remember, was it Elise?
Yeah.
In the class?
Yes.
I thought we were talking about little fairies.
Little, like, Tinkerbell fairies.
Tinkerbell fairies.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And we're talking about wingspan.
Wingspan and girth. And she's like, this isn't making any sense. No. And then I sent her a picture, like one of those artist renderings of Rhys-Ann, and I'm like, okay, what do you think of this
we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was funny because, or what I liked about it is that it's made talking about sex normal.
Yes.
That
it's not taboo.
Right. And now all of a sudden, like, there's things that we're talking about in class that I would say maybe 2-3 years ago, I would have felt uncomfortable having those conversations. Yes. But it's, in these books, the female characters are celebrated for being sexual.
Yes.
For enjoying sex. For wanting sex.
Yeah.
Which my experience in my life, I would say wasn't there.
Yeah.
Slut shaming very much was a thing.
It's unfortunate how much it still happens.
Really?
Yes. And not for that reason, but yes.
See, and I thought that it had gotten better.
No, I think the idea of it at a younger age is still huge.
Right.
Regardless of whether it's true or not.
Okay.
Recent events I've heard with teenagers.
Okay.
Where people, that's how they're, so you're angry at this girl because she got the guy. Yeah. So you're gonna lie about her. And slut shame her. And make her feel bad because that's the new way of putting a girl down.
Oh my goodness.
Whether it's true or not.
Right.
But I've seen it in the past 2 weeks at least 4 times.
Yeah.
Lying. Girls lying.
Yeah.
Because they're mad that a boy chose someone else.
Yeah.
So it still happens. It's maybe more accepted at our age than it ever was.
Okay.
But girls still use it at a young age to shame someone. And it shouldn't. Like, that doesn't make it...
So in high school, I was in the school play. Loved to be, like...
You were a theater kid,
I was
right?
a theater
you were
kid.
A theater
oh my gosh, yeah. My family teases me because I will say that I've got a background in the theater.
Yeah.
But I went to a school, like, for 4 years that was an art school.
Yeah.
So it was focused on, like, you had drama class every day.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, how... Of course I have a background in the theater. Come on now. But I was in the school play in so it would have been grade 10. And, like, it was everything. I was so excited to be in this play. It was called Dames at Sea.
Okay.
I was a chorus girl. In it, you had to tap dance.
Oh,
so I learned to tap dance.
Yep.
And sing. It was a musical. And people were calling the girls that were in the chorus sluts.
Really?
Yeah. Because of the costumes that we wore.
Okay.
There was, during dress rehearsal, there was a scene where I get thrown over top of a guy's shoulder.
Yeah.
And Dames at Sea essentially is a play about a play.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so So I get thrown over this guy's shoulder and my top pops open.
Oh.
Just as a blackout happened. So it wasn't like...
Yeah.
And I was over his shoulder. Nobody could see
nobody
anything.
Could see.
But I'm like, oh my God, my top. Yeah. And so he was very respectful. He slid me down the front of him. Nobody could see, and we got it back up and everything. Yeah. Nobody saw anything. that was all the talk. Really? The next day. All the talk was that my shirt came, and of course, there was different versions of it.
Oh, I'm
that
sure.
Did not happen.
They did not happen.
Like once I got back to the school.
Yeah.
But I even remember, even in university, the same thing. That I don't even know how to go. I don't know how deep I want to go into this. How personal do I want to get with this? This is where I'm stuttering right now. Totally, everything's coming off my tongue, no problem. But now I'm getting to this, and I'm like,
I was just gonna say, this is not. We did not talk about this beforehand.
Go.
This is not where we thought we were.
Perhaps this is why we should script. Maybe.
No, but we scripted, and
I
it's still
so.
Because I think
it's taking us there. It's taking us there. So there was a time when I was single during university years, and I loved the hunt. All right, I loved the like
going after,
catching up. Yep. But then I was like, okay, now go away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So because of that, people would see me flirting. Yeah. Maybe even kissing. Yeah. And then it became like, oh, she's loose. Yes. Now I also had a kid, a daughter, 17. So everybody knew that Kristy had indeed done the deed. But I went through a stage where like a small group, and it was the group, they were my friends, they were the people I hung out with, who made me feel bad about the attention I would give and get from guys. Yeah. No, I'm seeing that in my daughter right now. Right. She is in a committed relationship. She has a boyfriend but because she's a pretty girl and because guys talk to her or talk about her, people say things about her. Yeah. And I'm like, she is such not that person. Yeah. When she's committed, and there isn't like turning her head from this boy is virtually zero. Right. But girls are petty and they're jealous. Right. And they say mean things. Mm-hmm. Enough so that these boys then hear it. Same thing happened to one of her girlfriends. She was starting to talk to a guy. The guy hears rumors from other guys. And suddenly he's like, no, walking away. And it was lies. This girl is the most innocent thing I've ever seen. Yeah. She literally is like, no, I don't want to kiss you. And how do you talk terrible? And people get reputations based on people talking. Yeah. It's not even true. Yeah. But jealous people these days do those things. But this is still that's what I'm saying. Like you had this happen when you were young. Yeah. Which in the 1900s. Yeah. But like I don't even understand. Yeah. Now, I mean, I've been with my husband since I was 16, so it's a little bit different. But I see it now, and it happened then. So things haven't changed. No. It's not okay. Well, now it is. The difference is I have seen and heard things where guys actually now want to please the girl. Oh. Which is new. Oh, wait a second. Which is crazy new. Hold on a second. Yeah. Orgasm is important? Yes. Wow. The female's orgasm is important. So making sure that she is happy as long as you are. That is not something that ever occurred when I was young. It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't like. Yeah. It was like, wham, bam, you good? Sure. You know what I mean? Like it's different. Right. Whereas now I overhear conversations. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I like this for you. Yeah. That they care. Wow. Where did this come from? Like, and like you see it on TikToks now, and you see it on TV shows and those types of things. Like I just finished watching Tell Me Lies. Terrible backstory. Like toxic relationships. Oh, okay. Toxic relationships. However, that is a conversation they always have. Really? Are you faking it? You are? What? Yeah. Why? Why did you not tell me that? Let me try. Like that never ever would have been a thing back in our day. Yeah. Right? Yeah. No, it would never have been a thing back in our day. So where we've come a little bit for some things for women, we are not. Yeah. But then who's teaching these children? Right. Where do these girls learn to slut shame? Do you know what I mean? Why would it? It wouldn't occur to me to be like, oh, you slept with 5 people when you'd never ever slept with anyone. Yeah. Why would I say that just because I was jealous of you? You know, and I wonder if I'm sure in high school I probably did it to people. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. As much as I like to think I wouldn't,
I don't think I ever did like that.
Been a mean girl.
I was a mean girl, as in I just said bad things. Like I said, you were ugly if you weren't.
You know what? People,
if I was jealous, I would just say, "Oh, she's ugly."
People thought I was mean, or thought I was a snob, but I was also shy.
Oh,
I was
quiet.
very shy. So I would talk to anybody if they talked to me first.
Yeah.
And I would say I had a very like diverse group that I hung out with.
Yeah.
But I was shy. And I remember that being out at the bars in my early 20s, and like when you're drunk, and talking to a girl, and she's like, "I always thought that you were a snob in high school because you never talked to me." I'm like, "You never talked to me? Like what?" But it's amazing though when you think like about how we create our own stories about other people.
Yes, in your head.
Right, and like you said, that jealousy aspect, and that we need to somehow take what you have, or what you have, I want it.
Yes.
Right? And so we do things that are cruel and nasty.
Yeah.
Which goes back to like a survival of the fittest.
Yes.
Right? That in order to procreate, you had to catch the man. And yet in any other species, it's the man that has to put all the work in to get the
peacocks.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
They all got their little dances, the little feathers and everything. And humans are the only ones that like we have to put on it. We put on the feathers, we put on the makeup, we put on the show in order to get a guy to like us. Yeah. And yet
I don't know. I don't understand that. I was the opposite. People thought I was a snot because I was dating my husband and he was older than me.
Yeah.
And they thought I was better than they were.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was more of I wasn't interested in that because I already had something. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm much like my daughter. I was like, I'm committed. I'm not interested in your little.
So the other thing with the ACOTAR series, because it started it with me. There are other ones that I've read since. Yeah. And maybe we make those other conversations. I don't know. But what I like about it is there is a lot of consent.
Yes.
Ensuring that you are okay with this.
Yes.
I need to hear you say it. You got to open your eyes.
Yes.
And I need to know you're listening to me right now. I need to know that you're okay with this. Yeah. Before we continue on, which I think is a great, not only a great message, but it's I think also a reality or a more mirror of what's we've evolved into. Yeah. That just because it's obvious that she's turned on, obviously that she's into it, doesn't automatically mean that you get to go.
It's like the Cassie and Nesta story.
Yeah.
Yes. That's definitely. I need to hear you say it, and I know you don't want to like me. Yeah. But to do anyways. But I need like that whole.
And and so again, it's gonna me not being totally prepared. And why am I admitting this on camera? I don't know why. But there is the Cassian and Nesta story. Mm-hmm. It is the most graphic.
Yes, it is.
The most intense.
Yep.
And the most scandalous of the books so far. But there is something in the Nesta character that spoke to me. Yeah. And I actually did a screenshot because I was reading it on my Kindle. Yeah. I actually did a screenshot of one of the scenes, and it was when they're up in the mountains together when he's taking her to kind of chill her out and get her kind of head clear. Yeah. She was in her head, and again, I don't want to go too much into it, but she was in her head. She was taking on a lot of blame and carrying a lot on her shoulders that if, as the reader reading it, if you just shared this, Nesta, if you just told him what's going on, if you just told your sister, if you wouldn't have to carry it all
anymore. Yourself. Yeah.
And it spoke to me because I would say that is something that I tend to do. Yeah. As I am a quiet person. I do tend to, although I will share.
You just have to get you talking.
I'm talking. But oftentimes, like in a group class, when I share stories about what's going on in my life, when I've shared the frustrations or whatever, those are the stories that I find funny and that don't really get to my core. Yeah. When it's something that is deep, that is like, I feel it, I don't talk about those things. Yeah. Those are the things that I don't always share. Now, if I'm in an intimate setting, then yes, I will. But so it comes across as me being completely open book, but there's a lot that I carry on my shoulders that I don't let people know about.
Yeah.
And so there's just, I think what really like surprised me about these series is that each book told a story that, even though it's set in a fantasy world, in another realm, you can relate to it. And I think Sarah J. Maas also even talks, I might be thinking about the Jennifer Armentrout series about mental health.
I'm trying to think. I've read that one too, so.
Yeah, I think it was the okay, forget that.
No, I think you're right. I think she is more.
But it's just interesting to me is that there's these inner dialogues, that you're experiencing with these characters. And even though it's written within a fantasy world, she writes it in a way that you can relate.
Well, it is like when Feyre was with Tamlin, and then she comes to stay with Rhysand, and what she goes through, and it's all in her head.
Yeah.
And it's what she goes through to heal. So.
Well, and I think the other amazing thing about that is when she comes to understand he's abusive.
Yes. The DV part of that book, that you don't see it reading it.
Yeah.
But as you see her heal with Rhysand, you're like, oh my gosh, that was DV. Like, that was, right? Yeah. Like, regardless.
Yeah. Because I would say I was still even rooting for Tamlin after she went with Rhysand. And I could see that he was trying and that he was doing wonderful things. And I was still rooting for Tamlin throughout that entire series. Yeah. Or that entire,
I remember when you came in, we were talking about it, and I was like,
I can't say.
I was like,
I know. Well, and in my head, the Tamlin character, what I envision, and it's funny too, because I've talked about this with my other client, Maddie, and who the same as you, right? So, my vision of what Tamlin looks like and what her vision is completely different.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny when you consider that like, so I had this vision of him, and he was this guy who, like, I was ready to root for. Yeah. And it wasn't until we got towards the end of book 2 when they do come back together, and you realize, oh my God, that was an abusive relationship, but he loved her so much. But it was like a possession love. A possession
love. It was more like a possession love, and it was more like
controlling.
It was the control. I think it was something he said about her dress, the way she dressed early on in that book, that I instantly was like, done. I don't like you. You're telling her how to dress. You want her to wear dresses all the time. It was very early on, and he wanted her to wear dresses, and she wanted to wear pants, and I was like, I don't like you. I was like, nuh-uh.
Seeing that totally like...
And that's probably because I'm not a romantic person.
Yeah.
So romantic love, like that kind of thing, I'm like, meh. Yeah. So I was kind of like, I saw that theme going through, but then I was like, no. She feels more comfortable in pants because she hunts, because she does those things, and you want to put her in dresses? I was like,
Don't change her.
Don't change her. No.
Isn't that interesting, right?
Yeah. And that's probably the only reason Tamlin didn't suck me in, is because I was like, no, you're trying to change her. I don't like that.
See, and I was so caught up in the romance of it.
Yeah. I could see it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. It worries me. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. But what an interesting... But this is the other side of it, is how we pull from it, what we think. Yes. Which also takes me to... Because they are making it into a series.
They are, yeah. They are making it into... Is it a TV series? I'm trying to think if it's on, like... It's going to be on, like, Amazon Prime or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's quite a few book series that are about to be...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few of them that are going to be...
But this is the problem. If they don't cast it right...
Yes.
Can you enjoy it?
No. We'll have to talk on another... We'll do a different podcast on casting of shows, because I've got a bunch.
You got a bunch on
that? A bunch of book series that have been made into shows that I am not happy with, and I had trouble watching.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well.
This has been a lot.
Yeah. We went deep.
We did.
We brought it back up to the surface. All right, well.
We did learn that we can talk about pretty much anything.
True. True. I almost got emotional.
You did. I know. I saw that. Really close.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this one.
Our book club.
Our book club series. But there'll be more. We'll talk about more books. Talk more. Yeah. But this is just another thing that we've heard at the bar. All right. Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.